Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we're finding and learning and turning the great strategy games. Today, back into the big one, Gary Grigsby's War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is our PBEM challenge with the devious Lodric. And Lodric has done quite well right at the start. This is going to turn into a really nice game because Lodric has played well up front, which is all important for the Japanese player. You can usually tell, into January of 42 whether the Japanese are ever going to have a chance. He certainly does. He's done a good job of casting a wide net around the Philippines, around Malaysia, Singapore, of course. He's now done a little sally past Java, and he's sunk quite a few things, which is good. Now, nothing that's catastrophic for us, of course. So we haven't lost a carrier, we haven't lost too many battleships, other than the ones you naturally lose at Pearl Harbor. So we haven't lost any of the big ships that would make you scratch your head and say, "Oh my gosh, what are we going to do?" Look, you're going to get overrun in Malaysia. You're going to get overrun in the Dutch East Indies. That's just the way it is. He's doing a really nice job in China, though, and so I spent a lot of time in China. Now I've already recorded the episode, my turn after watching this. So I watched it and then played my turn. I'm really getting into it. And I can tell you, I've changed quite a few things that we were doing with task forces. Also, some things I'm doing in China. I talk all about that in the next episode that I'll post. And you say, "Oh, well, that's a big teaser." Well, yeah, it is. All right, so you caught me. But I really do go into some different things that we're going to be doing to counteract a very aggressive Japanese player. Now you get used to playing the AI, or you play your buddy who kind of doesn't care or whatever, and you get a little lazy when it comes to how to do task forces when you play a really good Japanese player. And we seem to be playing a very good Japanese player here, and so I've changed around quite a few things. But before we get to all that, let's see what happened this last turn or 2 day. Well, I guess it was a turn, but it was 2 days worth of action. Now, I can tell you, I had already started to make some changes, so we've stemmed the tide a little bit. We're not willy nilly losing ships, here or there. And so let's watch it. Let's see what happens. I'm on the combat save. As soon as I hit this, we're going to get going. Well, I guess I have to enter a password, but here comes the action. Let's see what happens. All right, it is December 17th, 1941. This is day one of two of this turn, so we'll see December 17th and December 18th. And let's see what Lodric has in store for us. He's had a very extensive bombing campaign in China, which I'm going to say, if you're going to play the Japanese side, really watch what he's done here. Um, this, for instance, down by Oosthaven, Batavia, very, very smart move. The allied player will always be trying to get stuff out through that strait because really you have to. You don't have any other choice. And he's done a very nice job there. Now, this is a Dutch sub of ours here, and let's see who found who. It was an ASW attack. He found us. We were trying to, kind of stalk a cargo ship here. He got some ASW work in here with the Shamushu, but nobody found anyone, it seems. No damage done. We're retreating from surface combat back into our bases. I can tell you when I set up this turn, we went back around and changed some things. Now, he does have a sub down here near Palmyra, Christmas Island, right off Fanning Island. You don't often see that from the AI or most human players. Very smart move, and he's going to get our cargo ship here, the Salamois. Now, I can tell you, just because I've looked at the stats, this was a 12-point ship. And so this is a ship we had going down, I think maybe to Pago Pago or to Suva, one of the two. Heavy fires, heavy damage. It does sink, and there you can see it sink, and that was a 12-point ship. Gosh darn it. This is a DMS of ours, so a destroyer mine layer that does have some ASW ability. It's going up against a Japanese sub. He's put this sub net here at going into Pearl Harbor, but we found him first, and we had a cargo ship along, the Diamond Head. So the Chandler was running ASW against this sub that helps us get past this screen. No damage done to either side there. We're retreating from a sub that is near Port Moresby. You can see it just parked right off of Moresby there. You can also see his sub through that strait by Oosthaven. All of that's done good damage, and good job, Ludric. All right, so we're retreating out of that. There's also a big Japanese surface fleet, as I said, sallying uh, through the Java Sea. They're on parade out here. Now, this is our sub, an S-36. That's an American sub. It's a short range sub. Now, it looks like he found us, ASW attack. You can see he's got 4 destroyers, a light cruiser, the Ura. No damage done to either side there. That was the Danae. We have a light cruiser that was trying to come out of Singapore. That's now retreating away from his surface fleet, probably very wisely. And now you can see we've got a lot of destroyers merging with our task fleets out here. That's one change I made, but he did get in on something out here. He sinks a tanker eventually, but this is a sub. It's an ASW attack, I think. Yep, we found him. So the destroyer Balch. We found this Japanese sub out here. We took a shot. Nothing happened. Okay, this is a sub that he has right off of Midway. Again, good idea by him. This is us coming up here trying to resupply Midway, and he blows this cargo ship out of the water. Now, that's a 1 point cargo ship. These are the kind of ships you want to lose if you're going to lose ships. The XAKLs. They're light cargo, they're a civilian light cargo ship. They're worth 1 point. It's worth trying to get them up into places like Midway and whatnot. You lose 1 point. That's all right. That's all right. All right. So the main thing we lost in that first pulse was that cargo ship off of Fanning Island. Again, a 12-point ship. The Sarjo, the Pike sinks and the Sarjo sinks out here. Now those were submarines that were hit at Manila initially. I finally decided, hey, we better get out of Manila because he's going to take Manila in the not too distant future. We tried to sail them out. They had massive float damage, and they have now sunk. So we really have lost a lot of subs. Now I have a lot of subs headed back to Pearl Harbor. But again, that was just kind of a function of the rules. I mean, he got free shots in there at Manila, and he took good advantage of it, and had just absolutely ripped up our subfleet. That being said, the U.S. subfleet sucks at the start, and so we're going to get better subs. In the long run, it doesn't really hurt us as far as winning the war, but they are worth points. This was a little AKL out here. You can see he's got 2 cruisers, a light cruiser, and all the destroyers in the world out here, just in between us and Port Moresby. So that hurts. Um, this is an American sub. I do no, this is a Dutch sub. I'm sorry, the 016. He found us evidently. No, we found him. Gosh, I'm going to quit guessing at that. I'm going to wait until I read it. Sub attack. We launched 2 torpedoes at a destroyer, and much how he could never hit destroyers, we could never hit destroyers either. All right, so his surface fleet seems to be moving this way. Gosh, I hope it is. That's a big, dangerous surface fleet to have out by Port Moresby. Certainly at this time period, he seems to be floating right up there. I don't know, to blockade Moresby? Potentially. Now you can see we've got more destroyers that are merging out here. A lot of them. I sent every damn destroyer out of Pearl Harbor pretty much. I can tell you in the episode I'll post next, where I go through the next turn, I show you a lot of Pearl Harbor, the shipyards there, etc., etc. All right, we're citing a lot of things. Now, I'm not exactly sure where he was headed here. It looked like he was moving to the southeast, but I'm not exactly sure if that's true. I can tell you as the next turn started, we could no longer see him out here. Um, so I don't know. I think he just floated through there and up and around. We'll see. These again are just a bunch of sightings. We're seeing different things. Coast watchers are calling in, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is zeros coming in to sweep above Manila. No, above Clark Field. It's 21 zeros. They're just up here trying to catch our cap. We don't really have any operational planes out of Clark or Manila anymore. Not really. And so, ultimately, it's not going to do much good. He's now ground bombing this unit that's trying to get back to Timala. Now, it doesn't want to walk into Timala. That seems dangerous, but that's what he's hitting there. We damaged a couple of planes. He got 7 casualties on us. Okay. Now he's going to try to bomb into Singapore. We did get 24 all told. Now they haven't all gotten up in cap against 3 zeros. I don't know if he's just kind of testing our defenses, but I mean, with 3 zeros against 24 planes, we're the only ones that end up with anything destroyed. One Blenheim, one Buffalo. All right, now he's ground bombing again, as he's been doing over and over in China. To good effect. To good effect. Now he's bombing out by Pao Tao. Okay, 60 casualties for us there. Now he's bombing this force that's trying to get back to Kukong. I think, actually, no, it's in Kansen. Well, we're going to keep it there, I think. 72 casualties for us there. So he's just whittling us down in certain places, but more than anything, just disrupting. I mean, the Japanese have no uh, limit of men, really. The Sallies, 73. Wow, that's a huge force. 73 Sallies in here. Uh, at the group trying to get back to Kuala Lumpur. We did take 7 casualties, not the end of the world there. Now, this is the force that's trying to hold just across the river and wait for these guys to get back. He's ground bombing them, 49 casualties. Now he's bombing the group, trying to get back to Mole Mine with a pretty big bombing force there. 16 casualties reported. Just north of Pao Tao with some bombing again. I mean, a lot of these episodes are just him bombing, bombing, bombing. Now we did. Looks like we crippled a Sally there, but we're not getting a whole lot of flak. You know, destroyeds anyway. 18 casualties there. Nothing happening there. He's bombing Georgetown. No Japanese losses. No losses for us. Now he's bombing down this road. This is us really. Actually, I've changed course. I'm going after this base now at this point. Although it does seem like he has a small force there, but I'm trying to cut off some of these guys back here. 25 casualties reported there. Now he's again, I've got a lot of these forces that are trying to get back behind this river, and he's just bombing them unmercifully to try to interdict them from moving, which is wise, smart. 9 Lilies bombing in here just to the northeast of Canton. This is back up by Pao Tao, 17 casualties there. More bombing here. Now he's doing a great job. He's not losing that many things. Now the danger as the Japanese player is that you start getting whittled down on pilots. Now that's the main problem the Japanese end up having. He's bombing in on Singapore, it seems. No, this is us. Gosh darn it, I always get confused by that. We got 2 Hudsons through. We're still trying to do naval bombing out here. And so we had some Blenheims, some Blenheim 4s, a couple of Hudsons out here. We had 2 Hudsons damaged. We had a Blenheim destroyed. We did not hit the cargo ship. Now we're going to try to hit this group over here. But he does have cap up in the air. And let's see. All right, we did get out over the target. 1 swordfish tried to make it through, but I don't even think we got a torpedo in the water. Wildebeest 2 destroyed, 1 swordfish destroyed. So this is not, you know, really bearing any fruit yet, but you're just looking for that one magical shot where you get, you know, a light cruiser or something. All right, he's trying to bomb into well, that's not true. He's sweeping over Singapore to try to whittle down our cap. And as you can see, we destroyed 1-0, but he got 4 buffaloes, and that's something that human players do much better than the AI, is they run those sweeps over and over to whittle down your cap, so then they can send the bombers in unmolested eventually. You know, the AI likes to send bombers in unescorted, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Um, okay, we've got ship sightings, some things going here, there, and everywhere. Now he's bombing into Kuala Lumpur. Okay, 72 casualties for us. He didn't lose any planes. Now he's trying to hit, I think these are just, yeah, I was going to say, these are just little PT boats. So he's got these on naval attack, and that's the only target they have left, so they're going after them. Kuala Lumpur, again, we take 15 casualties. We damaged a Nell. We've got a lot of AA there at Singapore. I feel like we should be knocking more things out of the air. Now he's trying to bomb this group, which is just kind of out here. It got pushed back off this railway, and so we're trying to drop it back, and he's interdicting it. 55 casualties. This is a group that I believe I'm sending up to Nanyang. You can see he's got a strong Japanese contingent here, but at I Chang we have like 2,100 uh, combat value. So you know, we got plenty there to stop him if he comes that way. But he's going to bomb the heck out of these groups coming back to Cyan as well. All right, these are our Blenheims. We're now trying to hit these ships over here by Sinkwing. I kind of like that better. He doesn't have any cap over here. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything done. So we had 2 cargo ships sitting there all by themselves, but we didn't hit either one of them. Now we're going after stronger forces here because he's got cap out here. I would rather they come down here to these guys. Um, we lost 2 Blenheims there, and we didn't hit a thing. Now, some of the British planes we should try to maybe get out and take to Darwin. We'll leave the Dutch planes here to continue these essential suicidal bombing runs against his surface fleet. But I think the British planes will probably try to get all the way back to Darwin if we can. We need some torpedo bombers back there anyway. We can run those strictly with cap just out to the escort limit. Okay, he's attacking this core here that I was kind of just talking. Nope, I was talking about this one. This is a different core that's trying to get back across this river, and it eventually surrendered. You hate to see that. Now, he took 359 casualties. We took, no, I'm sorry. Gosh darn it, I did that again. We only had 359 men left out of this group. They've now become prisoners of war. This is him attacking just outside of Xinyang. This is our second group army, and we just got absolutely smoked. And now we're trying to get back to Nanyang. This is him attacking units. We're trying to get back to Cyan, and we retreat away from that. And he's in hot pursuit. 20 to 1 odds. He took 119 casualties. We took 1,080. All right, he's attacking down here. We still have this unit kind of all out on its own. It got blown out of Batangas, and now it's gotten blown out of Lucera, and it had to surrender. It was all on its own there. He took 219 casualties. We had almost 5,000 men surrender there. But those guys are lost anyway. You're never going to get them off the Philippines. You can get them up into Manila and Clark Field and try to have those areas hold out longer, but really not a whole lot you can do. He's attacking into a lore star. These are units we could never get down to Singapore. I just left them here. Um, and they're giving as good as they get 589 Japanese casualties, 122 Allied casualties. Now this is one of the bases. He's already taken Kuching and Sinquang. This is that other base out here at Sambas. He should have taken that, I think. He had 66 casualties. We had 26 casualties. Oh, I guess we held on for another turn. This is Lusu War Area. Again, this is that unit that's always trapped down here. He's trying to get out, but he just never can. Um, and now he's taken this base, which, okay, I mean, fine. This is the unit trying to get down Malaysia. He's going to get absolutely blasted out here. Japanese took 52 casualties. We took 64. This is in at Jesselton. He should take Jesselton. I don't think we can hold that. Um, oh, it looks like maybe I don't think he did take it just off the jump there. This is Victoria Point, and he takes Victoria Point. We just had a base force left there, and now that is in Japanese hands. All right, now it's the fortifications go up, and that's pretty much the end of each turn when they rebuild or they build new fortifications or up the fortification levels. And now we'll get ready to jump over to December 18th. That was that really quick movement there. Those were all the new units coming in. And so, it jumps you around. I hit escape, so we went through it really fast, but it jumps you around, tells you when new things come in. Um, all right, we retreated from surface combat back into Port Moresby. It looks like he's still right off the coast of Port Moresby. Okay, this is some, he's caught some small little ship here. I don't know what that is. Looks like an AKL. Yep, the Lee Sang is sunk. Now that's a 1 point ship. That's again one of those little cargo ships. I usually just keep sending them out there. Okay, this is his big surface fleet off Moresby. Let's see what he's attacking here. This was the Minesweeper. The Mildura is sunk. All right, this is a Japanese sub. This is one of our little 1 point cargo ships, the Regulus, and I believe he sinks that. Yep, the Regulus goes down. If he was going to hit any ship out here, that's exactly the ship you want him to hit. It's a 1 point ship. Looks like his surface fleet was moving towards Townsville there, interestingly enough. I don't like to see that. Okay, this is an anti-sub, the Talbot is out here, although it looks like he got the drop on a sub attack near Lahaina, so off of the coast of Hawaii. The Talbot was out here. That's good. Let him shoot at the destroyers or destroy 1 point cargo ships. That's what we want to see. Um, Eventually, one of our destroy now we just have terrible anti-sub at the start, but we're starting to get more fours and whatnot. Eventually, our destroyers are going to get on some of these subs if he doesn't pull back in the kind of the near future. All right, this is a Japanese sub, an American destroyer. That was an ASW attack. As you can see, he was with a tanker, and I'm escorting all of them in. I sent the Fanning out to meet him, and thank goodness I did. Um, but well, I did have a destroyer in with this tanker, the Ensfold, but no, it didn't matter. He slipped through, and that is another Japanese victory. Tanker, the Eidsvold, goes down. Now that was not one of our better tankers, but you still, at the start especially, you can't really lose any tankers. You just don't have enough of them. All right, these are all sightings out here. Okay, here he is coming in to sweep Singapore again with fighters. So the zeros fly over, they get our cap up. He's going to try to whittle that down. Looks like we did destroy 1-0, and 3 buffaloes were destroyed for us. Now he's going to ground bomb with 47 bombers. We did damage a Betty, and actually, he didn't do any damage to our ground unit there. All right, he's going to bomb out here, 3rd Chinese Corps. As you can see, he's getting forces down there in China to keep us from falling back. Very nice. 3 zeros in, we got 1 buffalo up against that sweep, and that buffalo was destroyed. Dun dun dun. All right, here come the Mabels in against some of our Chinese ground forces, and then also some Nels in against Chinese ground forces. 32 casualties there. All right, more ground bombing of this unit that's trying to drop back. As you can see, that's in open territory. 171 casualties there. That was a nice bomb hit for him. Now he's bombing Kuala Lumpur with 53 Sallies. 3 of those were damaged. 52 casualties reported. This is the units up to Mulmine through the long part of Burma there, and let's see what kind of damage you did here. We took 7 casualties. Okay. Now he's going to hit him again with some ands. 7 more casualties. This is right outside of Aicheng. 16 casualties. They all add up, folks. They all add up. 25 Marys. Nothing happening there. No Japanese planes went down. No casualties reported for us on the ground. This is bombing just outside of Wu Chao. We took 139 casualties there. Ouch. All right, here come the Idas into Wu Chao. We took 46 casualties. He's obviously going to move up the road to Wu Chao here before long. Now he's bombing Kuala Lumpur again, 7 casualties. This is a Lore Star. Now we held him off the first attack, the first day of attack. Spoiler alert, we don't hold him off again, even though he gets nothing here. He tried to bomb there, no casualties reported. Georgetown, all right, 7 casualties. Now we've got all of our various sightings. Okay. Now, just northeast of Canton, he's bombing that unit yet again. No casualties there. 16 casualties. Now, this is us bombing. We're going after his naval fleet out here. We've got 3 Hudsons up against a destroyer. He got some flak up in the air, and that damaged one of our Hudsons, and we did not hit the destroyer. Now we're going to try to attack this surface fleet off of Mersing. He's got cap here already. He very quickly got fighters over here to protect against this. We had 6 Blenheims, 2 Wildebeests in. A Blenheim and a Wildebeest were destroyed. We got no joy. All right, these are all sightings all over the map. Whoa, Kuala Lumpur, again a bombing run, 6 casualties there. 3 vowels in on this ground unit. 70th Chinese Corps. Now he's bombing up by Pao Tao again. 93 casualties there. Lily's in on this group. Sally's in on this group. Just bombing after bombing. 23 casualties reported there. He's hitting this dang unit's not going to have anything left. He's just ripping it apart. 16 casualties. No losses that time. We got to hope he gets a lot of operational losses returning to base here. 15 casualties reported north of Pautau. Now he's hitting this unit that's trying to retreat back to Cyan. Nothing really going on there. You can see he's getting very extended with some forces here. He's being very aggressive in China. 27 hands in, 16 casualties there. Now, when Japanese get very aggressive in China, you can take advantage of that. Again, with the Chinese, you've got no lack of men. It's just a matter of they're not very good. He had one Lily damage, 7 casualties. For us, he hits them yet again, 27 casualties. Now we're trying to bomb his surface fleet again. Those same 3 Hudsons got back up in the air, it seems. This time we went after the light cruiser. I like that. Nothing happened there. Now we're going to try to hit this surface fleet, but again, he's got cap. So this is kind of a suicide mission, really. Now we didn't lose anything there, but we didn't even get up and over the target. We had to turn around. Aircraft landing. We've got some subgroups combining, and then we've got a destroyer and a Japanese sub just off of Pearl Harbor here. ASW attack. So we found him. Actually, we had two, the Fanning and the Henley. But it doesn't even look like he launched 2 torpedoes at us, but we didn't get any depth charges down. All right, back to the land attack phase, and this is, I believe, where he takes a lower star. Yep, he does, and so this unit, tries to get out of here and retreat to towards Kuala Lumpur, although I think it ends up over here. Yeah, there it is. 159 to 63 were the adjusted odds. He took 670 casualties. We took 2160. Hey, that's better than we've been doing. 3 to 1. Now he's going to take Sambas, I believe. No, I don't think he took it. He took 89 casualties, we took 56. So we're hanging in there in Sambas. That's 2 turns in a row. This is up at Jesselton, and they held on for a turn. Looks like we lost a vehicle. All right, now it's on to the fortifications, and I believe that's going to be the end of the turn, and we'll be on to December 19th. Now, as I said, I've already set up that turn, and I really go through a lot of stuff in that. So I'm probably going to post these together so you can watch them back to back if you're interested in that. But that's where we stand. Good job, Lodric. This is going to be a heck of a game. You can already tell that Lodric's going to be aggressive, and he definitely knows what he's doing. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you're enjoying this. I know I am. This has been Strategy Gaming Dojo. I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.